Guys, checking in here in the middle of, right behind me, reverse osmosis installation. Got to have clean drinking water. So we're going to add that to this new home on wheels that we're dragging behind Snoopy. Thought it would be cool for those of you working with 80/20. What you can do, let me see if I can come down here. What you can do is get a proper size carriage bolt, and it actually runs straight down the channel. And I knew about this for a while, but I've never had an application where I had to do it. Today, this squirrely little thing, I really want it to be the minimum amount of space anywhere, and I am building the frame out of 80/20 because I do not trust this thing just to blow apart. The wood is not weight bearing, let's put it that way. So we just want this thing to be in, done, and not move. So that's the plan. Carriage bolts in the 80/20, this is a 15 series aluminum we're using right now. And we're just going to cut down a simple piece, make a simple frame so the weight is gravity, weight sits on the floor, and then we'll have a simple screw into the stud, into the upright post of the frame itself that will hold it from bouncing back and forth and off. And I'm confident there won't be a problem there. All the weight will be down, sitting on the frame itself, being held by the aluminum. So that's the update so far. All right, gang, the hot mess that is Snoopy 2.0 home base. We're here installing the SimPure reverse osmosis and UV alkaline filtration system. We of course just went under here and yanked out the cheapo wood and rerouted. These are heat ducts, so the heat ducts are going to come forward and just suspend up in front here. It doesn't get super hot in the cabinet. I ran the heater for a while just to test, so I'm not worried about it. I think it'll be fine. And this made the most sense for it. So one little leak I have to fix up here. Just mind you, it's probably 9:30 at night. I've been tinkering at this almost all day. So sometimes those small projects we have are the ones that just take forever. So overall, I put this on a 80/20 15 series aluminum frame. You can see behind here, and that's the little screw there is the main stud into the upright on the trailer. And yeah, some wonky, this is called a saddle, some type of saddle drain. Hadn't seen that before, but it all seems to be working fine. Gonna wind down for the night, run the system, clean out everything, and then do some water tests on it. And tomorrow I'll fix up that leak. You can see a little leak on that blue original water hose. I think I forgot an extra seal there, so we'll tweak that. Otherwise, shockingly, fingers crossed, I really haven't had any major issues, just lots of tiny little tweaking and figuring and measuring and building that little very specific frame. Even though it's very simple, it took a hot minute. So yet again, a little last minute interjection. That is footage you've just seen that I recorded a week after I bought the trailer. Unsurprisingly, I never got around to any of those videos. So you see a hodgepodge of hopefully useful installation clips beginning to pop up on the YouTube channel. They're very specific. I try to denote what they are exactly, because if it interests you, go wild. If it doesn't, that's all it is. The less adventurous educational content. This is the SimPure reverse osmosis alkaline 4-stage water purification system that I in fact installed. And to close out the video, as I'm here in Arizona almost a year later, and because I calculate roughly 890 gallons through the filter, it works flawlessly, 0 drips. Here is an unfiltered look at life on the road with the installation. I love this little thing. You can just pan it back. Look at that. Ta-da! Okay, you've seen it. Here it is. It works like a champion. Ta-da! Gotta have the coffee. You know you gotta have the coffee. So, ta-da! Look at this. We go down. At first, I thought perhaps I would have to worry about the heat coming out of New England at 2 degrees. This ran extensively. 0 issue, 0 damage, 0 leaks. And if we pan back for a moment, I can get the light. You get a little bit better view of it all in. There it is. It's really just sat exactly the way I've installed it, including the silly paper towel that's been sitting there since I installed. 0 leaks, 0 drips, 0 movement. The 80/20 worked fantastic. Just a real close clip. You can see I went into the stud on that. The 80/20 runs along, down, over here, the same. It runs down and directly sits right on the floor. Let's see if we can show that. Yeah, sits directly on the floor. So that really takes all the weight of the unit itself, and the unit is just suspended. I'm going to go ahead and say maybe 1.5 inches, 2 inches off the floor. Works flawless. Wanted to add the video for those interested in some type of water purification system. This is not sponsored. I did a bunch of research. I did not want to burn the bank out of the gate. It was a reasonably priced system for what it was. There are so many equally very nice systems, some extremely nice systems. So do the research, figure out what you want and what's going to work for your needs. But clean water is clean water. And for me, life on the road, nomad life, I'm never hooking up. I've never connected to a campground ever. I only use the freshwater fill. It works really well for me. That's it. Figure out what you need. Get clean water. More miles, more smiles. Get out there and have fun.